This video introduces Topic 8's Model API and its files. The API's model function.php file. The file contains a single class model. The class contains several functions. The first is the login request, as covered in Topic 7. The first new function is getUsers. It only needs a database link. On calling, it will return all registered users. The function getUsersById needs a database link and a valid user ID. On calling, it will return the target registered user's data. The function updateTheUser needs a database link and JSON-encoded user ID, first name, last name, email and access level. On calling, it will update the target user's data and return true. The function addUser needs a database link and JSON-encoded user ID, first name, last name, email, password and access level. On calling, it will update the new user's data and return true. The function deleteUser needs a database link and user ID. On calling, it will remove the user's data from the database and return true. Now we look at the API itself. It is an expanded version of Topic 7's API. The script creates an object of the model class to use later. JSON contents is then passed any JSON posted to this API. The top case is the familiar login, covered in Topic 7. Next is getUsers, to return all user data. Followed by the getUsersById, to return the target user. The updateUser allows the user's data to be changed. DeleteUser removes the target user from the system. And finally, the addUser allows a user to be added to the system. Note the simplicity of the API switch statements, as the functions are in the model class covered earlier. Now the API is to be tested. Start the model. This resets all the data and is required the first time you run the model. It is not required after that, unless you want to reset the data. Return to the Codio guide. Select the menu option, check the API, to run the model. The test page identifies the model's API URL address. It tests a login for user 1 to ensure the system is running correctly. GetUserById for user 2 is called, with the result shown here. A new test user is added, with the JSON data as shown, and the response of true. Note the last user ID issued is also returned. The getUsers request is now called to confirm the test user is registered, as shown in the resultant JSON, as user with the ID of 4. A good update of the test user, with data as shown, changing the access level from 2 to 3, is now run, to ensure it succeeds. The script now tries to update a non-existent user, in this case user 14, with data as shown, to check that it returns false. GetUserById is run to extract the test user's data and ensure it succeeds. The delete call is run, in order to remove the test user. Its success or failure is identified in the result key-value pair. The delete call is run, in order to try to remove a non-registered user and ensure the result key-value pair returns false. Finally, it calls getUsers to confirm the test user has been removed, as shown in the resultant JSON. The test file will not overwrite any extra users added by you, if you use it later in this, or in any other project. This completes the activity.